Welcome to MLS with your host, Oliver Copperfield.
Thank you. So we will be interviewing a special surprise guest today. Please welcome Charles Dickens.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Terrible.
Why are you not good?
Well, I've always been depressed ever since I was a kid, yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's really bad, actually. Started when my dad got put in debt, and it goes even till now. I'll probably have it for the rest of my life.
That is terrible. So how did you get your depression in childhood?
Well, many things led to my depression, but some of the biggest ones were we were put in a lot of financial debt when I was a family, yeah? And my dad went to a debtor's prison. And while he was gone, I was working 12 hours a day at a blacking factory, labeling bottles, and being the man of the house.
That is no situation that a child should be in.
I know, and on top of that, 2 of my siblings died. And after those 12 hours of work, my mom was always neglectful.
That is terrible.
I know. I went through it.
So, how did these symptoms carry on into your adulthood?
Well, when I was an adult, things got better for a little while. I got married, started to have a family, we visited different places. Well, I was the only one interested in places, really. We visited asylums and stuff, but still. But then after a little while, my wife and I got divorced, and we put in a little financial trouble, which sent us for a spin. I became a drunkard. I was entered in an asylum, and I even kept a pet raven. Caw!
Who let the raven in?
Oh yeah, I stashed him underneath my cloak.
That is not legal.
Oh, well, he's here anyway.
Okay then. So, how did your depression affect you as a person?
Well, I was never really part of my children's lives because I was always off on my own, never wanting to do anything. And that's my biggest regret right now, is that why can't I be a better father to them? And I would never want to do anything, and I was always sad, and I could never confide in anyone. And depression just takes everything out of you because you don't know who to trust anymore. You can't talk to anyone about it. And really, it's not like it. Everyone has a big suspicion that it's going to make that you're weak. But really, it's not. We really just need help. But nobody really gets it.
That's terrible. So, how did your depression affect your writing?
Well, I used to have extreme periods of writer's block for days, and I'd lock myself in a room and not come out until I got over my writer's block. And it's terrible. And just sitting there for days and not be part of your children's lives like that, and be out in the open and having a good time. It's the most severe pain I've ever been through.
That's terrible. So, you have many books that kind of seem like you wrote them in major depression states.
Right.
Would you describe these?
Well, I never really had any sort of treatment for it. So instead, I was writing about it, and in my book, Oliver Twist, I wrote about a poor orphan, and in my book, David Copperfield, I wrote about an abusive parent.
That is very eye-opening.
Yes.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Thank you for joining us,
Yep.
and we'll see you next time on MLS.